Imagine this, you've wrapped up a project and your client is thrilled with the results. You know a testimonial from them would be marketing gold for your business, but then the familiar knot forms in your stomach. How do you ask for a testimonial without it getting awkward? If you've ever felt that twinge of dread about this, you're not alone. Many founders and CEOs admit that they delay or avoid asking, worrying that they'll seem pushy or damage the relationship. Good news, it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, by the end of this video, you have a simple 3-step formula to ask clients for testimonials in a way that feels natural, respectful, and even enjoyable for both of you. This is the same human-centered approach that we use at ShareOne, a company built on transforming customers into storytellers, and it consistently produces powerful, emotionally, and resonant testimonials that actually converts new business. Now, I'm not here to hard sell anything, but to provide you with proof that this approach works. One of our clients, Doug Tanner, saw a 45% increase in clients saying yes to his proposals after adding the testimonials that we helped him collect. Another client, Amber Ratcliffe, saw a 30% lift in discovery calls just by sharing a few of these authentic stories with prospects. These aren't flukes. They're what happens when testimonials are done right. And you can do it too. Let's break down a 3-step formula for asking clients for testimonials that they'll actually love to give. Step 1, the warm, no pressure ask. Make it easy to say yes. The first hurdle is that awkwardness factor. We worry when we're imposing or asking a favor. Step 1 is all about removing that discomfort. The key here is to frame your request as a compliment and an opportunity to inspire others with their story, not a favor out of the blue. Timing helps. Ask when the client is happiest, usually right after you've delivered results or they've praised your work. For example, if a client just said, "This product changed the game for us," that's your moment. Respond with a genuine excitement and gratitude, and then ease into the ask. Here's a simple script. "I'm so happy to hear that. Your story is exactly why I do this work. I was wondering, would you be open to sharing a few words about your experience? We'd love to feature your success so others can be inspired by what you achieved. No pressure at all, and we'll make it super easy for you." Notice what we did. We led with positivity and appreciation. So happy to hear that. We framed it as celebrating their success, not just helping us. It's about shining a spotlight on them. By approaching it this way, you're conveying that this will be easy for you and it will even benefit you. In many cases, a testimonial is a benefit to the client. It highlights them as a success story, and who doesn't like a little free positive PR? As one expert put it, treat it as a value add, not a favor. When clients see that giving a testimonial could also reflect well on them, they're far more likely to say sure instead of hesitating. A quick note, if you're thinking, "Ugh, I still feel like I'm bothering them," remember that a happy client wants to see you succeed as well. You delivered for them, now you're inviting them to help others find the same success. That's a pretty fair trade, and most clients will appreciate the invitation. Step 2, the easy framework. Guide them what to say. All right, so your client has agreed. Fantastic. Now comes a critical part that many people overlook. Making it easy for your client to actually give a great testimonial. Ever had someone agree to give a testimonial only to freeze up or deliver one-liners that doesn't capture anything useful? That's usually because they weren't given any guidance. Step 2 is to provide simple framework or prompts so your client isn't staring at a blank page or camera thinking, what do I say? We want to give them a voice and a story arc to follow. Depending on the situation, you might hop on a quick call or send over a short list of questions. Keep it simple and open-ended. For example, your framework could be 3 questions. What was a challenge that you faced before we started working together? This sets up the before part of the story. What changed after our product or service? How do we help solve that problem? This is the after and the solution in action. What does life look like now? Or what specific results have you seen? This highlights the outcome and benefits, the happy ending. These prompts gently lead your client through telling a story. Problem, solution, result. It helps them avoid generic phrases and instead focuses on a narrative only they can tell. You're basically helping them craft a mini case study without them realizing it. You can share these prompts in an email before an interview, saying something like, "To make it easy, here are a couple of thought starters to prepare for your interview." Feel free to share whatever comes to mind. There's no wrong answer here. I want this to sound like you, not a scripted ad. By doing this, you reduce the pressure. You're saying, don't worry, you don't have to record a perfect testimonial. I'll help you through it. Another pro tip, reassure them that they'll have final approval. If it's a written quote, promise to send it over for tweaks. If it's a video, let them know that you'll edit it and they can review. This assurance helps people feel more comfortable opening up because they know they won't be misrepresented. Make the client the focus of the story and show them in the best light. Just tell them that up front. When clients feel safe and guided, they'll provide much better material. Step 3, the follow-up for feeling. Unlock the emotional story. Now here's where good testimonials become great. The emotional depth. Often the client's first pass will cover the basics, what the problem was and how you helped and the result. That's solid, but to really stand out, you want a bit of heart in the story, something that resonates on a human level. Step 3 is to ask a strategic follow-up question or two to draw out the deeper emotions or specifics. Think of yourself as a friendly interviewer at this stage. You're curious and eager to learn more. If the client said, "Your software helped us save a ton of time," you might follow up with, "That's awesome. Can you recall a specific moment when you realized that it was truly making a difference for you or your team?" This kind of prompt encourages them to share a small story or feeling. Maybe, "Actually, yes. One Friday, I was able to leave the office at 5 p.m. for the first time in months because everything was finally running smoothly. I remember texting my wife, 'I'm on my way home early.' It was a small thing, but it felt huge." That's a testimonial gold. It is specific and emotional. It paints a picture of others can relate to. Often you get it only by gently digging deeper. In our experience, this is exactly what our professional interviewers do. They hear a good answer and they ask why or how did that feel or tell me more about that. Those follow-ups unlock the client's genuine story, the kind of emotion and detail that turns skeptics into believers. And if you're conducting an on-camera interview, maintain an open, encouraging posture and let them speak. Then naturally ask for more details about interesting points they bring up. When collecting a written testimonial, it can be as simple as replying to their draft with a compliment and one additional question. For example, "This is great. I especially love that you mentioned XYZ. Would you mind expanding a bit on what that meant for you on a day-to-day basis? I think it's a powerful point." Most clients are happy to add more when you ask in a respectful, interested manner. If they don't or can't, that's okay. Just use what you have. You'll be surprised at how often that extra question leads to a more compelling, emotionally resonant testimonial that you would have received otherwise. Quick reality check here. Sometimes you'll send a follow-up and the client might not respond right away. Busy people and all. It's okay to politely nudge once, but if they go quiet, thank them and move on. The testimonial that they already gave you remains valuable. Over time, as you get more comfortable with this process, you'll experience fewer ghosting situations because you'll be asking in such a genuine, low-pressure manner that clients feel good about helping out. So bring it all together and a final encouragement. Let's review the formula. Step number 1, make a warm, appreciative request that highlights the client's success. This helps you get a yes without awkwardness. Step 2, use a simple framework or prompts to guide your clients on what to discuss. This ensures that you receive a story, challenge, solution, result, instead of a vague, "They were great, 10 out of 10. Step 3, ask a thoughtful follow-up question or two to elicit deeper emotions or detail. This is where the magic happens, transforming a good testimonial into an unforgettable one. By following these steps, you're doing more than just gathering marketing sound bites. You're strengthening your clients' relationships. You're demonstrating to clients that you value their story and their time. Many will actually enjoy the process, and it gives them a chance to reflect on their success and feel proud of the role that you played in. Don't be surprised if a client thanks you for helping them share their story. And remember, testimonials are extremely powerful. They build trust faster than almost anything else. According to Big Commerce, 72% of consumers say that positive reviews and testimonials increase their trust in a business. So by overcoming the reluctance to ask, you unlock a tool that can elevate your business to new levels. Just think, the next time a potential customer is unsure, that emotional story that your client shared could be what finally wins them over. Most importantly, asking for testimonials the right way transforms it from a nerve-wracking task into a natural conversation. No more feeling like you're begging for favors. Instead, you'll feel like what you're doing is inevitable, a routine part of wrapping up successful work. And you'll have a library of genuine, moving stories to show for it. You've got this. The first few times might feel a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but follow the formula and you'll quickly see how positively clients respond. It might even become your favorite part of client work, hearing in their own heartfelt words the difference that you've made for them. That's incredibly rewarding. If you want to take your trust-building efforts further with genuine testimonials, we've created a special resource for you, the Testimonial Engine Blueprint. You can get it by scanning the QR code. This blueprint has everything you need to get going on collecting video testimonials, from sample invitations to questions to ask and equipment to use. Take a moment, send out those requests confidently, and you'll see what happens. You'll not only receive testimonials, but you'll gather stories that connect clients who feel valued and a stronger brand built on trust and human connection. Thank you for watching, and here's to turning your best clients into your biggest advocates.